Whenever we think about what's holding us back in life, we usually go straight to the obvious stuff, like not enough money, lack of time, no connections. But in my experience, many times the real problems are ones that people don't even realize are problems. Like feeling guilty about being productive and actually missing the days when you wasted a lot of time. So today I'm going to show you 4 sneaky obstacles that might be keeping you stuck without you even realizing. Hey there, I'm Paolo. I talk about overcoming self-sabotage, building better habits, and finally making progress on the goals you actually care about. So let's start with something really strange that might be holding you back. Feeling weird about not wasting time. Imagine this. You finally start being productive. You always get your most important tasks done, you're reading every day, and you're learning new skills. And suddenly, you miss scrolling mindlessly on your phone. I know it sounds ridiculous. Actually, no, it doesn't sound all that ridiculous. Anyway, it happens. You feel this weird attachment to wasting time because times were simpler, were easier when you just wasted all your days and weren't so productive. So you feel like you're missing out on something. Like you're losing yourself by being productive and not allowing yourself to just rest. But the thing is, wasting time is not the same as resting. It's more like eating a whole bag of chips in one sitting. Feels pretty great in the moment, but then you feel sluggish afterwards. Real rest recharges you. And it's usually active, not passive, like reading a book, practicing a new skill, or even working on a side project you really care about. These activities can all be more restful than just scrolling mindlessly on your phone for 1 hour or 2. So, if you find yourself craving wasteful activities so much that you feel weird going a day without them, that's your sign that you still have space in your day you need to fill with something that actually recharges you. And by the way, this also includes stuff like just sitting there and relaxing without your phone, or playing video games after you've done your work. But if you choose to give in to distractions instead of being productive, well, you'll just get sucked right back into the procrastination trap. The reverse sunk cost fallacy. You know the sunk cost fallacy, right? When you can't quit something because you've already invested so much time or money into it. Well, this is the opposite problem. You can't start something because you can't stop regretting not having started something earlier. Every time you want to learn a new language, write a book, or start a business, you hear that voice in your head. I should have started years ago. I wasted so much time. It's too late now. And then you proceed to do nothing, which means next year you'll say the exact same thing. Because when you see someone who's started earlier, you don't treat it as a reason to finally stop wasting your time and get started yourself. No, you let that demotivate you. You convince yourself you've missed the boat, and every day that passes makes it worse. Because now you've wasted even more time. Now you feel even more like it's too late. So you keep regretting and not taking action. It's like being handcuffed to the past, except you're the one holding the key. So how do you break out of this? Well, you have to accept that you're not a time traveler. You can't go back and fix the past. What you can decide is how to feel from now on. Because sitting around saying if only isn't going to change anything. What will get you unstuck is taking one small step. Just one. Forget about making up for lost time. For now, just focus on making progress. Even if it's slow. Never failing. I know I just said that taking small steps is a smart strategy. But that doesn't mean you should only go for guaranteed wins forever. Because you can't achieve real success without ever challenging yourself and failing along the way. If every step you take carries close to zero risk, and if you avoid feedback or dismiss feedback from people who even slightly disagree with you, just so that you can keep feeling like you're winning, then you're not actually trying to improve. You're just staying in your comfort zone. And yeah, tiny little wins, even when they're just in your head, feel good. But you can't keep collecting guaranteed victories and expect to make progress. At some point, you're going to have to challenge yourself, to take risks, and to face the possibility of failure. Because if you only do what's easy, you're never going to move forward. Positivity at all costs. Having a positive attitude in life is great. It makes you happier, it helps you deal with problems better, and it makes you more likely to become successful. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a positive person. Anyway, when positivity stops being a rule of thumb and instead becomes an inflexible rule, that's when the problems start. That's when it starts working against you and becomes toxic. You start ignoring problems, brushing off warning signs, and treating any hint of negative emotion as something that must be avoided like the plague. And speaking as someone who has done all those things, trust me, that's not strength, that's insecurity. Because genuine positivity comes from a place of confidence that allows you to look at the negative parts of life, to acknowledge them, and still choose to focus on the good. Toxic positivity, on the other hand, it's when you're so scared of facing anything negative that you just pretend it doesn't exist. It's basically the same as being a pessimist that dislikes anything remotely happy or positive and calls it naive or unrealistic. Both are a result of low self-confidence. So stay positive, but don't ignore reality. And look on the bright side, but don't pretend the rest doesn't exist. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.